woke up this morning and I did my standard perusing. Daily Kos, one of the journals that I read every morning, the largest independent progressive rag on the internet, Daily Kos. All right, so I came across the founder's article, my buddy, Mr. Markos Moulitsas, and I had to comment about this because it's important. The title of it is Trump's Latino supporters are learning the hard way he meant every word. And this is what he wrote. He said, NBC News went to Miami's Republican strongholds, Cuban and Nicaraguan communities, and found something remarkable. Trump supporters realizing they've been used. What did you think was going to happen when Trump won? NBC News reporter Morgan Radford asked one immigrant at a Texas ICE detention facility in a phone interview. He believed Trump when he said he was going to deport criminals, Radford translated. While he couldn't vote, obviously his whole family did the honors. His wife says on camera, they used us. Yeah, they did. And you voted for your husband to be deported. That was your vote. Everyone paying attention, this is from Mr. Moulitsas, everyone paying attention heard Trump loud and clear. To him, every brown immigrant is a criminal. Legal status doesn't matter. The Marshall Project documented thousands of instances where Trump linked immigrants to crime, and it literally started on day one when he said during his campaign kickoff, when Mexico sends its people, they are not sending their best. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing the drugs, they're bringing crime, they're bringing rapists, and some, I assume, maybe some are good. That was out of the mouth of Donald Trump. So why is it that one would not believe that Donald Trump was going to do what he said he was going to do? But, I wanted to expand on that because the reason you have these Latinos supporting Donald Trump, and I'm then going to expand that not only to Latinos, but to women, to middle class folk, and to poor folks. But let's stick with one subject at hand. I wrote back on a long prose on the article where I said, I honestly do not understand, and this is important. I honestly do not understand why anyone is surprised. Trump understands perfectly the illness within the Latino community. Let me first point out that I am a Black Latino from Panama. In Latin America, until recently, we did not talk about race as it is done in the United States. Interestingly, you can look at the racial socioeconomic breakdown in every single Latino American community or every single Latino country and understand that we have been living a lie down there by ignoring systemic problems we sweep under the rug. Recently, guided mainly by young Afro-Latinas, countries from Peru to Venezuela to Colombia to Panama to Ecuador have been bringing the racial fraud in Latin America to the forefront. Latinos, even the darker ones, with their enslaved minds, allowed Trump to sell them a false adjacency to whiteness, where they had no problems voting against their own for what they thought would be acceptance. I wrote a book titled Tribulations of an Afro-Latino Caribbean Man. Racism Didn't Stop My Smile, Hope, or Journey Forward, where I detail the story of going to the University of Texas. When the son of one of the ministers in the Panamanian government came to the university, I took him under my wings. He was a white Latino. Eventually, he got invited into a white fraternity. When he saw me on campus, he would pretend not to see me. And it was clear he did not want his friends, his new friends, to know we were compatriots. That is what the disease of white supremacy does. It affects all of us. While we are happy to tell the Latinos that voted for Trump that they are gullible, self-hating, immoral, those who voted for Trump to rid us of immigrants are hurting themselves too. as the price of homes, produce, and much more goes up. I am trying with all of my platforms to promote the notion, the truth, that racism is a tool of the rich, irrespective of race, to maintain an economic system where the few enrich themselves on the backs of the many. And white people in the aggregate are harmed the most by it, but it is simply not advertised. But it's easy to throw that thing on Latinos. Look at how you voted. But remember, a majority of white women voted for Trump, even as he is going to hurt them with his policies. A large percentage of middle class and poor people voted for him, as his policies are going to hurt them. Right now, we are fighting like hell to get the big, beautiful bill, aka the big, ugly bill, stopped. It's going to hurt Latinos more. It's going to hurt MAGA more than it hurts anybody else. And they are supporting guys who are putting this bill out there. So we can't scapegoat just the Latinos, even though we knew that they were being gullible into believing that somehow they would be accepted. We get that, but we have to, the same blame we gave to the Latinos who converted to republicanism, to MAGAism, we also have to give to the increased activity of black men who did the same thing, white women who did the same thing. All of these people must be informed that they were gullible for many reasons. Some of it, racism. Some of it, sexism. Some of it, simply wanting acceptance. And that is what the wealthy has done with the messaging that they put in the mainstream media. It is to reduce who you are, to something that needs acceptance from a mythical few. And that is what allows them to conquer by dividing, conquer by having you vote against your own interests, in the belief that somehow that is ultimately going to benefit you. It never works. It always fails, and it is failing currently to the nth degree. And if we don't do what's necessary to rein it in, we would have gotten exactly what we deserve.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.